Okay, so let's continue with this plumbing project. And what I finished the last video was with the water pipes. Okay, so I want to use the copy and paste tool again, and I have 1, 2, 3. I'm using my control. What I'm going to do is copy that to the clipboard. I'm going to go to the water, and the floor drain probably won't come up. So I'm going to paste that in here. Yeah, some tags will not copy. Yeah, it's probably that floor drain. That's okay. I mean, I could have done the annotate, copy, leader, attach. I want a free end. So that's how that's done. Okay. So I have my plumbing fixtures, which is over here on the properties. This is a plumbing fixture. And what I want to do also, well, let's erase this one. What I want to do also is call out my water heater, which is over here. And what normally happens is you would come over and you would click this text, okay? You would right click and create similar, because you want to call out your water heater as water heater or WH or WH1 or whatever it is, and you click on it and nothing is happening. Okay, nothing is happening. But if I use another, let's say I bring another sink in, right? SINK. Remember your shortcuts for your on your project browser. Always try and remember to use those. Now, plumbing fixtures you can't drag over. Well, wait a minute, maybe I can. Maybe I can, maybe I can. Yes, I can. Okay. So this is a commercial sink, right? Commercial sink. And usually we want to right click, create similar, and it would be here. Now this commercial sink probably doesn't have a type mark on it, so I'm going to check my type mark. Let's see what's going on with the type mark. That is a commercial sink. I have a CS for a clinic sink. And let's just call this commercial sink -1. Say yes to that, and it's going to populate here. Okay. So that's a clinic sink. This is a commercial sink. We'll just call it -1. And what usually happens is you say, okay, well, I want to name this other fixture. So you right click, create similar, and you come over, and nothing is happening. So what's going on? Why is my text not working? Well, the text is not working because, let's do this again. Let's drag this guy over and see the difference. You see, the difference is, one is a plumbing fixture. You see that? That properties. And the other one is the plumbing equipment. That's plumbing equipment. Okay, that's why it's not. They have two different tags. Now, Revit has plumbing fixtures, plumbing equipment tag. Let's type PL, and there is a plumbing equipment tag, but I can't find plumbing equipment tag as part of the library. Meaning when I want to insert a tag, okay, I can go to my computer, go here, go to program data, Autodesk, come all the way down to Revit 2024, go to my libraries, English, that's not even here. So what I usually do is go to an earlier version of Revit, let's say 2019, okay, Imperial, Annotation, Pipe, well, let's mechanical first. See, plumbing fixture tag, there's no plumbing equipment tag, okay, and Annotation, I can go all the way back to Revit 21. Oh, I must have gotten rid of some pieces of information. Let's go Revit 20, Imperial, Annotation, Mechanical, no plumbing equipment tag. I can go back to Pipe, and there is no plumbing equipment tag. So what has to happen is you have to use you can go up to the categories and look at when you edit this particular family, okay? So you can go up to your categories, and this is plumbing equipment. If I change it to plumbing fixtures, I don't think that it's going to work. The categories now, I'm going to save it to plumbing fixtures. Let's save this as, well, no, let's keep it. Load into project, but it's not a plumbing fixture, so I can't. Let's cancel. It is it's plumbing equipment, okay? So because it's plumbing equipment, what has to happen in order to tag this piece of equipment, I have to bring in another annotation text. Let's go back. Let's turn this annotation off. Let's go back and let's insert and load a family, a tag. This is plumbing equipment tag, okay? This is a plumbing equipment tag. I'm gonna open it. So it's gonna be part of the annotation symbols. This is the plumbing equipment tag here, okay? So now when I want to tag this plumbing equipment, that's the plumbing equipment, this is plumbing fixture. There's a difference. So I want to annotate, tag by category, and my leader free in, so I'm gonna go here. So because my plumbing equipment tag is part of my it's part of the project now. I can label it here. Okay. Now, let's go back. Where are we here? So, let's do this. Edit the family. And I have my plumbing equipment and I have my tag. Now, what this is doing, this is a parameter. Okay, that's the parameter name. And in order to make this question mark, because Revit doesn't know what it's looking at, it's trying to link up. I want to link this tag with this plumbing equipment. Okay, so I want to link the two. So I have to go back into my plumbing equipment. Go over to my family types, okay? And I need to add that parameter, okay? So that they have those two parameters in common or a link, okay? So in order to do that, I'm gonna go down to this new parameter in my family types dialog box, and I'm gonna find that link. I'm gonna find that parameter, okay? So select here. I'm gonna go down to where I know where it is, and there it is. That's the type number. It's the same parameter, and it has to be exactly the same in terms of lowercase, uppercase, special characters. It has to be exactly the same. Otherwise, Revit is not going to recognize it, and Revit will give you an error. Okay, so it looks like everything is okay. I have it on type. That's the name. I'm gonna say okay. It's gonna come here. And what I'm gonna do, just type in just random numbers, VCD. Okay, I'm gonna say okay to that. And now that it's linked to this annotation, I'm going to not save that because it's already associated with this text or annotation. Let's go back. I'm going to save it. Let's load into project and save. Okay, so we can save it again. Yes, we want to replace. When we come in, we want to override. And now we would like to make it editable. And this question mark should turn into something that we can see where it can be identified. Now, it's not going to be VCD, right? It's going to be like water heater -3. Maybe there's 3 types of water heaters, okay? So we go in and we can change it, and it's going to say whatever it is. We want it to say, we can go in and customize our text. Currently, there's no arrowhead, and you can use whatever office standard. I like to use 20 degrees filled, so it can come out like that. And we can either do that. Usually there's no leader. Well, it depends. I think that what I'm gonna do, let's see what happens. rotate with component. Do I want to do that? I'm going to say no. Load. Yes. Yes. Override. All right. Okay. I like it. I like it. Okay. So that's that. So when you come to this type of, let's say for example, I don't have this tag, right? And I'm trying to find where is a plumbing equipment tag like it is the mechanical equipment tag. And I've looked and I cannot find any. Maybe it's in the cloud somewhere, or maybe it's hidden. Who knows where it is? And maybe it is out there. I don't know where it is, where it's located. But sometimes it doesn't work for you, and sometimes you have to create families, and you just have to be creative with Revit. And at this point, what you would do if you did not have a plumbing equipment tag, and I'm going to assume that we don't, okay? Let's do this. I'm going to erase our plumbing equipment tag. Let's right-click and delete. Okay, so there's no plumbing equipment tag. So what I'm going to do, or what needs to be done in this case, which is where the plumbing equipment tag came from, is you have to create a new annotation symbol. Okay. So this is going to be a new annotation symbol, and it is going to be a generic annotation. But it's generic when you first get it, and then you can customize it however you want. So I'm going to click this generic annotation. I'm going to say open, and it's going to bring me to a new family. This is something that's it's just a note, change family category, insertion point, delete this note, okay, before using, okay. So we have that. So now we can create our tag. So the first thing I will do is go up to my categories, and I want to change it from a generic annotation to a, you guessed it, plumbing equipment tag. And as we saw, I'm not going to rotate with component. Okay, so there's 360 degrees in here, but I don't want my text. I want my text not to rotate. And by default, it's going to go, left to right. So we'll leave that alone. So I'm going to say, okay, yes, yes, yes to my plumbing equipment tag. Yes to that. And come up to my next okay, instead of doing my family types, I want to create my text. Okay, the label. And when you create your label, you can click into this environment, your screen. And if you can see, at this point, you're thinking, what am I going to name this particular tag? Okay. So it can be whatever name you want. In the other example, I named it plumbing equipment tag. I think it was all one word. It might be, no, not that parameter. That parameter was input. I think it was type number. And so what you can do, so come into this when you want to edit your label and you want to name the parameter name, that name was input. What was it? Input text input. What the heck was it? Type number. Okay, so we've gone through that exercise, right? So you go in, let's do this. Let's cancel. Let's just create it. Select Let's go plumbing, edit. It's going to be a new parameter, and it's going to be, I keep forgetting this name. What's the name of it? Let's go back. Let's get the number. Type number. So it's going to be type number, all one word. Let's go back, or new, type number. Let's do type number. Okay, that's the type number. I think I want to make this a text. Type number. That's the name of the parameter. Okay, let's say okay to that. We're going to say okay to type number. And we have to be careful because Revit, when it goes back to the share parameters, was that the first one? Yeah, it goes back to the first one. So I always have to check that one and select where the parameter I created, go back, select it, type number, all one word, and say okay. Then it comes out here, okay? So we'll say okay to this, yes, type number, and we want type number. This is the type number. I'll bring it into here. That's the type number. I'll say yes. Here, okay. So that's the same as the type number for our first example. And this is the process of creating that plumbing equipment tag. So this is the type number. So what I'm going to do now is bring in my plumbing equipment, okay? So let's edit the plumbing equipment. So now we have the text up and we have our plumbing equipment. So now what we want to do is link the two so that whatever number I give it, it will come out when I annotate my plumbing equipment on my floor plan, okay? So we go up to what is these? Family types, and we want to add, right? There's the type number, and that's part of it. I guess you could use either or. So I'm going to add that new parameter. Okay. Go to select and go to where that parameter is, and it's this type number, right? Type number, everything looks good. Say okay. And it's added here. So let's just do TN for type number. Let's say okay. We'll say okay. And for both of these, everything looks good. Close. Oh, wait. Okay, so we have, so now the text family, this is our text family. We have, let's name it. This is where I named it. Save as, okay, family, and wherever you save your wherever you save your information at your office. In my case, I save it under the tags category in my browser or in my folder. What have I got? I got plumbing equipment tag. Let's call this plumbing equipment tag 2 underscore 2 underscore 2 underscore 2. Okay. 2024, I like to use that as a version of Revit. Plumbing equipment tag underscore 2. Let's save it. Okay, let's load it into the project. We are loading into the project. And I'm going to cancel out of that. It's loading into the project. Here it is. Okay, do you want to load? No. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the plumbing equipment, which is our water heater, and we're going to load it. We're going to save it. We are saving. Okay, overwrite. And I can go in and clean that up. But what I want to show is how we can use a generic annotation to create a tag for our plumbing equipment. And we have this leader freehand. Let's go here, TN. Yes. Okay. So that's the tag here. Let's bring in both tags. Let's insert plumbing equipment tag 0. Okay, now let's see what it does. Let's see what Revit does. Annotation, tag by category, leader, here. Now see here. Now can I change this one? Can I change to plumbing equipment? That's plumbing equipment tag, or I can change it to plumbing equipment tag 2, right? Okay, you see how Revit does? Very nice, huh? That's kind of cool. I like that. Uh-oh, I'm just trying to make this. I wish it wouldn't do that, but for some reason Revit likes to. And then you can go in and manipulate your arrowhead and whatever else you need. Okay. So we can, come on. So there should be 2 of them. Oh, there's only 1. I'm surprised. I would think that there would be 2 type numbers. That's interesting. So this TN is coming from where? Come on, where is it coming from? Oh, here. Okay. Okay, so TN, okay. So it depends on which one I'm choosing. I can choose tag, okay? And we know that that's where it's coming from. I mean, so, if I placed it in another category, I placed it in other category, I could place it in text category. I wonder if I can do that. Let's go up. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Water heater. What have I got it in? Text and other. Let's try this. Edit. Oh, you see? Here. Other. Let's put it in text. Just so we can keep an eye on it. Say okay. Let's say okay. And we're going to bring it back into our project. Let's take a look at it. Overwrite, yes. Let's take a look at this guy and see. Uh-oh. Where is it? I changed it. Maybe, okay, let's try this again. Now, I know I changed that. Type number, edit, type number, other, text. It says text. I can see it. It says group parameter under text. Okay, Let's go up because I didn't check that. I'm going to say okay. Okay. Load into project. I'm going to say yes. Do you want to replace? Yes. Overwrite? Yes. Let's do this again. Edit type? What? Okay, I give up. I don't know why Revit does that, but you can go between the two. Okay, you can go either this one or you can go to that one. Okay, it doesn't matter. However you format it, why Revit does what it just did, I don't know. But I'm going to leave it alone. Yeah. Okay, guys, so that's the text tags and annotations and all kinds of good stuff when you're trying to tag information. You got plumbing fixtures and you got equipment and mechanical equipment and plumbing equipment and doors and windows, all kinds of things. But you can solve a lot of problems using your parameters, okay? So I hope that helped, guys, and I will talk to you guys later.